Hey guys, it's Russell back, and on today's video I am extremely excited to be able to do this review for you. Just on a side note, it is July the 8th and it literally has been 6 weeks since I've been able to shoot a video. The reason is late spring, early midsummer here, it rains all the time. This year has been an extremely rainy season. The videos that you've seen on the Amazon Soap Fest that I try to post every Saturday are ones that I shot way back in May. I was able to do a lot of videos and kind of meter them out so that you guys would have content every week. This is one of the rare days right now that it's not raining, and I have to do this video because I want you guys to see this incredible piece of equipment. I wanted to do this video probably for a month, and it's been killing me that I haven't been able to do it. So today's the day. The submachine gun style foamer, as you see, this is a brand new MTM Hydro piece. This is the PF22 right here. I'm going to be talking about this in depth. I'm going to be explaining the features, why this is far superior to my old one that I've been using probably for about 8 or 9 years. We also have the SG28. This is the business end of the foam assembly. I'm going to be talking about this. We'll be talking about some of the improvements, the features that they've made on this, and also the cool swivel, which, guys, I can't live without a swivel anymore. So, with that being said, I'm going to get my old MTM foam cannon, which still works perfectly, but it's going to be replaced by this one, and I'm going to tell you why and show you the differences next. Alright guys, so what I want to do is I want to compare the old style MTM foam cannon that I had been using to the new PF22 foam cannon. So the first thing you're going to notice is they look very different. On the old foam cannon here, the bottle was, there was no graduations on the side. It is a much, I would say, thinner and much more flexible plastic. This part I really didn't like so much because the bottle would tend to implode slightly at the end of when I was foaming. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that, but on the new foam cannon, this bottle is 1,000 milliliters. It is graduated on the side, and it's a much more rigid plastic. It's also, I like the fact that it's ergonomically designed so you can get your hand on here. This gets kind of heavy when it's completely full of soap and water solution, and it's nice to be able to have a place on the bottle that you can hold. And not only is it's scalloped here, but it's also knurled. So if your hands are wet, if you've been washing, if you got soap solution on your hands, it's easy to grip. It's the same HDPE plastic. I don't know, maybe if there's some different compounds, but I do like this design better. Looking at the valve assembly, this is the same basic design. This right here, I believe, is a one-piece cast assembly, and as you see, they have the same basic layout. You've got your inlet here. This goes from you would have your trigger gun here, and on the top you always had the chemical draw here. Now this, you can't hear, it's just I would say it's called an infinity knob. There's infinite adjustments. What I like about this is it clicks. I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's also the top where the chemical draw is, there's a plus and minus. Basically what that means is that when you turn it counterclockwise, you will get less draw of the soap and water solution, which means less foam, and if you turn it clockwise towards the plus symbol, you will get more chemical draw or more foam. That right there is a nice improvement. They've increased the size of the knob. I like that they have these scallops on the side. This assembly right here just had knurls, and that was fine. I mean, it's not difficult to turn it all, but it is, this knob is larger and it's easier to grab, especially if you've got wet hands. Now, for the best part. Normally, if you look in the nozzle here. The fan is going to be a vertical fan. It means it's going to come out like this when you're spraying the car. If you wanted or needed to have it sideways, to have a horizontal fan, you had to take the foam cannon and actually twist it over. Well, that creates a problem. If you're running low on soap solution, then your draw tube can actually be out of the soap solution. And I wish they had done this years and years ago, but I want to show you guys. There are two rotating assemblies here. This one right here is for the horizontal and vertical portion of the fan. If you want to change it on the fly, all you have to do is rotate the light gray knob, and you can see there's a line right there. That means that it's in the horizontal, or I'm sorry, the vertical fan portion, and then you just rotate it like that, and there is a hash mark right there that's horizontal, and that puts it in the horizontal fashion. This right here is pretty much the same functionality as what this did. This made the fan spread, whether it's vertical or horizontal, wider or more narrow, as you guys can see that. This right here is just, it is so cool. I am so glad that they did this, and I don't have to try to, you know, force the bottle over anymore. All you got to do is rotate this. This right here is worth upgrading. Now, one thing that you will notice, even the old one, I mean, this is a this has been in use for probably 8 or 9 years, and it's a nice heavy cast assembly. Losing my bottle. Well, this is the same. This is a really, really heavy cast assembly. You can tell that it's quality. It's a very high quality piece of equipment. Inside the box that you get with this, you get an exploded diagram, and there are, I'm assuming that this is rebuildable just like any of their other products. There are seals and things in here that the exploded diagram shows that I'm sure that you could order from MTM Hydro if you needed to ever rebuild that. Again, this has done probably several thousand cars. I've never had to open this, never had one single problem with that. So that's pretty much the difference. The other thing that I do like is they include, this draw tube right here is much more flexible than this one. This is a little bit harder plastic, and it looks like it's pretty much nearly the same diameter, but that's all been, I'm sure, been taken into account and calibrated for. So you guys, if you listen to any of the reviews that I do, you know that I absolutely love the MTM cannons. I think they're the best out there in the market. There are so many copies, and I've done some tests on some copies. This is the real deal right here. Yes, it's going to cost you a little bit more money, but I'm telling you, I have not even had a single leak out of my old one. Now, this is probably the last time that you guys are going to see this old one on the video. This is getting retired in place of the new PF22. The other thing that I want to talk about is that they say that the foaming has been improved, probably from the metering in here, at lower PSI and lower GPM, gallons per minute. So I don't know if they have, like they had these, they had one for lower pressure and higher pressure. That I'm not sure of, but I'm going to tell you guys that this right here is definitely, you need to definitely pick one of these up. Now, what I want to do is talk about the new handle that they've come out with, the SG28. Okay, so this is the other MTM Hydro product that we're going to be looking at, and I'm going to be explaining a little bit of the differences. As you can see, this is my workhorse that I use. This is my Stentner. This is the, I believe it's the ST2000. And this is the SG28 from MTM Hydro. I have it set up identically. I've got our quick connects on the end, which receives the nozzle, and I have the assembly down here, which is where you would plug the hose in. What I want to show you guys, and hopefully you can see, is how little effort this takes to pull the handle. According to their literature, I believe there's a 30% reduction in actual pull pressure and hold pressure that's needed to do that. And if you're doing a lot of cars, if you're foaming, if you're doing pressure washing, concrete, sidewalks, your house, over a period of time, you're going to really appreciate the fact that this does not, I mean, you can just pull it with your pinky. It's like nothing. This is made in Italy. It's designed in Italy. And I haven't got confirmation, but I am sure that the internal valving in here is rebuildable, like most of the high quality guns. Now, as far as weight, it's a small package, but it's got a nice heft. You can tell that this is a quality piece of equipment, just like my Stentner. As you can see, the Stentner is quite a bit bigger. And if you're foaming a lot of cars again, and you've got this bottle full of soap solution, then this gets heavy after a while. I'm going to put the assemblies together real quick. And you can see really the profile is much smaller with the MTM Hydro unit than it is with my old unit. So again, I'm going to be using and featuring the SG28 probably in almost all the upcoming videos that we do soap reviews. The other thing that I wanted to show you guys real quick that I can't live without anymore is the stainless steel swivel. This is the MTM Hydro stainless steel swivel. And the reason that you want that, most people are still using their factory hoses that come with their pressure washer, and those generally are fabric coated. They're very stiff, and it's very easy to get them kinked. It's very easy to have to sit there and, you know, do the gyration to turn this around. You don't need to do that if you have a stainless steel fitting on here. It will just self-correct itself. Now, as you guys know, I use the Neptune rubber hose, which is a little heavier. It's more flexible, but I have, as you see, I have a different stainless steel swivel on this one. And when I first built this, I didn't have the swivel, and it makes life so much easier. This setup right here is phenomenal. It's light. It's got a super good pull, very easy to pull. And also, this is a fiber composite. I believe it's like a fiber resin that makes the handle very tough. So that's the setup. That's what we're going to be testing today. I wanted to show you guys and kind of give you a comparison, let you see side by side what's going on and why this assembly is going to replace this assembly. So enough about specs. Let's go and see what kind of foam the PF22 and the SG28 can lay down on the Honda. Alright guys, I've got our PF22 and our SG28. I've got a couple of ounces of Adams car soap and some about 12 ounces of warm water, and let's go ahead and show you how this foams. Alright guys, well this certainly isn't a soap test. It's more of a, well, how does the MTM Hydro PF22 foam? I think it is outstanding. I really can't tell you how much better it is to be able to change from a vertical to horizontal fan. If you noticed, I changed it on the side. Sometimes when you sweep the fan across, the middle portion of the fan is obviously going to be a little more dense, and then when you get down to the bottom, instead of wasting half the foam on the ground spraying it, you just take the adjustment and put it into a horizontal fan, and then you can just finish the lower part. It's just outstanding. I love this MTM Hydro foam cannon. And the other thing that you probably didn't see is when I adjusted the width of the fan, I put it on like stream and was able to shoot up in the wheel wells, which I don't normally do when I'm foaming, just because it just doesn't seem to work well. But it works fantastic with this. So what I'm going to do next is we're going to go ahead and demonstrate using the SG28 to pressure wash the car with the standard nozzle and see how that works. What you guys can't really tell is how easy it is to pull the trigger compared to the Stentner. It really is very, very easy, and I can basically just pull it with my pinky if I can get it there and just hold it without any trouble whatsoever. Very, very, very easy trigger pull and hold. Okay guys, you've seen the PF22 and the SG28 in action. What is the bottom line? The bottom line is this combination is fantastic. Again, I love the fact that you can change from a vertical fan to a horizontal fan with just one click, and you can easily change the fan width, and you have the adjustable knob that actually has detents in it where you can actually feel it. This handle right here is awesome. It's super light. It's very, very easy to pull even when the unit is under pressure, when it's operating with the pressure washer. I love the stainless steel swivel. And as I said at the beginning of this video, this unit right here is going to be the new workhorse in all of our upcoming videos because it's just that good. I love this. I love the improvements that MTM Hydro has made to it. I'm going to put a link in Amazon to where you can purchase one of these units. You can purchase the handle, and I'll put a link also to the swivels and the other fittings that that you may need for your pressure washer. Guys, I hope this video was fun for you. I hope it was informative. I love this unit, and I will see you guys on the next video.